Get down. Thank you. You don't need any more treats, bro. Okay. Who's your friend? Captain? He's the one that brought you in here? His name's Timmy. What? What, Patchy? Hey, what? No, it's not time. I'm doing readings. Go have a seat somewhere. I'm doing readings. Cool. Well, welcome in. That's what's up. Thank you, Captain, for spreading my name. Awesome. I love that. Well, welcome in. This is going to be a great time if you have the time to listen, because these past life readings are pretty wild, and they're pretty unique, and you can't find it anywhere else. So it's a treat for sure. Okay, so let me get my cards so I can shuffle. Already here, I feel like, okay, what's going on with them as a child? I feel like you grew up in the inn, in the city, wherever this is at. Like, I think that your mother was the innkeeper and you were a child, because I see like 3 children and they're like running down the hallways laughing. Like super like laughing, like throwing a ball or something like that and running down the halls. And I see like a nanny or like somebody that was working there, like somebody that did like a like cleaning. It was like, children, you're gonna knock over the blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like getting on to them. Yeah, there was some type of intruder that came in and yeah. Aw, okay. Well, definitely come back. Maybe you'll have time to hear one later or another time. It was nice to meet you. What's your name again? David. Nice to meet you. Maybe your dad was like, maybe he like had a shipping a shrimp boat or something like that, or like he was a professional fisherman for food. Like he sold a whole bunch of fish when he came back. Uh-huh. Okay, so like I tell everybody else, we have to not correlate. You're going to get all kinds of stuff that's going to align with this lifetime. Okay, that's completely normal, because they're saying there's a reason for that. But we have to wait till the end of the lifetime before we make the correlation, because if not, I'll start channeling this life and that life. So we have to stay focused fully on this past life. Unless if I ask you a question, I'm like, hey, is this something? But normally I won't. I have to really fully stay immersed in what's going on in this past life. Okay? All right. But yeah, there probably will be a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A monastery. Okay, let me ask. Is this monastery the same thing as the inn? Yes. Okay. So the monastery is the end. Is the inn, I mean. Was the mother the innkeeper? Yes. Okay. So you were the child. That's why. Okay. Because I didn't feel like they were your siblings. Was she the only? I think you were a boy. Was he the only? Was he the only child? No. Was he the only biological child? Yes. Okay. So you were the only biological child, and I think this infertility card here. Hey, Eddie. I think this infertility card here is talking about your mother. I think that she wanted kids, she loved kids, but she couldn't have any more kids. So that's why you ended up with a whole house full of kids, because she wanted more. And so she kind of like adopted them or took them in, right? Yeah. So also, anybody that's in here that gets any hits or like wants to channel, you're welcome to comment your comments to work on your intuition, okay? But I'll either read it and I'll see it too, or I won't. But anyone can take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Um, was the father around? Oh, okay. This is some. Hmm? That's cool. So, remember how I just said I think the dad was on a fishing boat and he fished? I just asked, was the dad around? Right? And I got a yes. Not only did I get a yes, what does that look like to you? Please, I'll wait. I'll wait till y'all want to tell me what that looks like. Looks like a fishing boat to me, don't it? Yeah. So, I'm gonna leave that out. There you have that. Your dad was a fisherman. Hard as a rock. I cooked it too long. I mean, I heated it up too long. I wonder why you were a vegetarian then. Okay. I know why now. I think it was because you would see the stuff your dad brought in. And I think there was something to do with an octopus and you like became friends with it or something like that. And you could communicate with it. And it was pretty much telling you like you shouldn't be eating this, like we all have souls or something. That's where the extraterrestrial comes from, off-worlder. Bro, remember I was talking to y'all about dolphins the other day? How they have the government has only banned communication with one mammal on the planet, and it's marine mammals. It's called the MMR or the MM something, marine mammal protection something. You can't communicate with them; it's illegal. It's because they're aliens. They're way beyond our time. Like they understand way more than what we do, and the government doesn't want us finding out what they know, which also correlates to aliens being found in the ocean, which also correlates to Sydney's boyfriend's past life. So, yeah. Anyways, octopuses are just the same. There's a show, I think it was on Netflix, and it was called like The Wonder, or it was like how an octopus's best friend or something like that. They're genius smart, bro. Honey mustard. No. It's Ken's. Sorry, I'm fat. I'm a fat girl at heart, and I felt like I had to eat right then, so that's what I did. Because I do what I'm told on the spur of the moment, which is really weird because I was in the middle of doing a past life reading, but it's probably going to get so deep, and I'm not going to stop, and that's probably why they made me eat. Hey, Eddie. What's up? Okay. Captain Timmy Crunch. I don't do what I'm told. Not by no man, that's for sure. I do what I told when it comes to my spirit telling me to do it. That's no fun when they just do everything they're told. I don't know why men like that. Weird. It's weird to me. It's so boring. I don't do what I'm told. Man. I know. I don't do what I'm told. Okay. So your dad's oh yeah, let me ask about that octopus thing. Did this guy become a vegetarian because of the octopus? Patchy, I will open the door for you. You don't need to do all that. Yes, I was right. It was the octopus, bro. I knew I was right. I don't even know why I have to second guess myself. I think it's just because I want to prove to y'all that I'm not making shit up. So, I got a yes. Development, apprenticeship, and initiation. This freaking octopus, made you his apprentice. Because that's how freaking genius this octopus was. This is crazy, dude. I sound like a loony. That's okay, though. It is what it is. That's what's coming through. So, yeah, they told you about all kinds of stuff. Like you were ignorant before. Alright, let's see. Is that where how he became is he the one that was a professional artist? Yes, you were the professional artist. You can't keep something that's bigger and brighter than you as a pet. The octopus kept you as a pet, not the other way around. You were the octopus's pet. This thing was freaking genius. Like, I mean, it's not even, it's more than that. They were highly spiritually evolved beings. They just were in an octopus body, but they were way beyond our time. The humans were freaking little idiots. We were like little cockroaches, and he picked this little cockroach to teach. Time, milestones, and progression. How do you get a tarot reading? You can schedule. You can tell me your name, and you can send the money to my PayPal or my Cash App, and I will put you on the list. Or you're the only one going to be on the list. I'll either do it tonight or tomorrow. So if you would like to do it tomorrow, you can message me, and then I'll tell you when I'm available for tomorrow. But this is a past life reading. If you're interested, you should watch it. Was the monastery a monastery without religion? Yes, okay, because I wasn't getting like church, and I was so tired of getting like the church. This is a paid reading. We're not answering questions, okay? Wow, and look, dolphins. Wasn't there something about whales or something when I pulled those spiritual cards for you, Ariel? Again, this is and look, it's Poseidon or not? Yeah, Poseidon. What's that guy's name with the trident under the water? Ariel, Zad, or whatever. Look, it's like a god. It's like a Greek god with the trident behind him, and then the dolphins. Because listen, the dolphins. Poseidon. Yeah, that's what I thought. The dolphins were smart, dude. I'm telling you. So this is more confirmation that you were involved. Oh my gosh, I just realized this. Look, this is under the water. That is under the water. Fall of a civilization, and it's literally under the water. And look, this might have been Greece. You might have been like back in the Greek times, like way back in the Greek times. That is under the freaking water. Was this before the flood, bro? This is insane. I think it was. Was this before the flood? This was before the freaking flood. The world. Transformation, reinvention, and legacy. You were here before the flood. This is so far back. I can't believe you've been dealing with this whole time. Holy shiz. Maybe you just didn't come back and reincarnate for a long time. This is crazy, bro. Is this lifetime where the Freemasons came from? If you started the Freemasons, I'm gonna have a fucking shit. I'm gonna shit myself. Okay, no. Okay, I was about to say. So the Freemasons was before the flood? That's not it. That's not the right question here. Okay. Did her soul remember this past life and then either join or create the Freemasons later on in a different lifetime? No. Okay, does it just say Freemason because they don't have another way of saying what the secret society was? Yes. Okay. So it wasn't actually a Freemason. It was something else because this was before the flood. We don't have any idea of what to call this because it's not never been out exposed like that. Um, yeah. So you were part of a secret society, but it wasn't Freemasonry. Has she been in any of her lifetimes since then? Has she ever been a member of the Freemasons? No. Okay. So yeah, you weren't a Freemason, but this talking about a secret society here, and this is before the flood. Okay, before the last flood. There's been a whole bunch of redos, Earth redos, but this is the last one. With Noah and the boat and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Was this Atlantia? Was this Atlantis time? Was this in Atlantis time? Jesus. What? Bro, tell me that don't look like a freaking Sasquatch. Kind of, like way worse than Sasquatch. But who doesn't know this fun fact? Atlantis fell, or Atlantis had to be. Atlantis wasn't just a place. It wasn't just one little city in the middle of, blah blah blah, and that's how it fell. No, Atlantis was a time frame. It was before Enlil and Enki, the Anunnaki, came here and started the rebuilding of humanity. Okay, because back then humans were gone. After Atlantis, there was not one left. They couldn't leave one left. They did leave priests though to go and start the anyway. So Atlantis fell because it was so highly advanced spiritually and technologically. Oh yeah, yeah, technological disaster. So their technology is what got them ruined because they were trying to 1111. Yes, I see it. They were trying to combine human bodies with animals. They weren't trying to. And they weren't just doing it like they were changing the molecular structure of the cells and like forcing and forming the beings together. So it was half animal, half human soul. And what was wrong with that is they couldn't remember who they actually were at the end. Okay, so they were so effed up that they couldn't remember what they were. Their souls were in torment. This was something that couldn't be fixed after they died. So it wasn't just something that happened to them on this lifetime. Like these people are Chimera. They did do it. And then on top of that, another reason why they got taken out is because they were trying, not only did they already harvest the sun and the moon's energy and the earth's energy and the energy out of the ether, they already harnessed that, but they also were trying to dig into the earth's core to tap into the core and siphon and harness the energy from the earth's core, which was going to in turn blow the planet up on multiple, like hundreds of dimensions or parallel lines. They did do that. I know for a fact they did it. Yeah. Oh, that's what they're called. Oh. Chimera? Chimera? Chimera. Chimera. Okay, chimera. So yeah, but there was the mermaid, which didn't look like it says we look. Okay, that was created so that they first started out as like little servants, like they were like pets, you know what I'm saying? And at first when you treat a pet, nice, like you love on it, you're like, here, thank you for doing your job, whatever. And then it got way worse, but at first it was okay. And it would, like, the mermaid would go get the fish and bring the fish in, and then they got treats, or they got some type of something in order for them to doing whatever they were doing, right? And Yana Vale, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Like the goat, half human, was like the one that cooked the food, and like they were pets, like they treated them like servants or like pets, but in a good way sometimes. And then it got to the point where they were just doing it for fun, and then they got to the point where they had this big arena, like gladiator arena. Okay, exactly, just like this, like how they do gladiators, where they have to fight to the death, right? And they have to win, so they would fight to the death. So they would put these half animals, half humans inside the pit, and they would force them to kill each other, to fight to the death for their own amusement, for their own entertainment, okay, which was really messed up. So that's what it was, and they didn't stop, and then it got worse, and then it just got really messed up, like really bad. And these souls were fractured and tormented in a way that took a long time for them to heal once they crossed over, right? So this is what made Atlantis fall, and had the world had to be reset. They couldn't really elevate any higher, technological wise. They had like levitating cars that were made pretty much by like kind of like magnet type of thing, shuttles that went around. They were fully telepathic. They had like crystals and all their building material. Like it was crazy. But like I said, they were really messed up, like because and it wasn't all of them. It was just like these scientist type groups that were like, oh, I don't know what else to do, so let's just try to blend some creatures and some animals together, and it was just really messed up. So this is what happened here to make it fall. Did I already ask if this was Atlantis? Was this during the Atlantis times? Andromeda. Was this lifetime in the Andromeda? Was this lifetime during Atlantis? Yes. Okay. The two of water. Exchange, rhythm, and unification. Okay. So this is a long freaking time ago. Was this before the fall? No, because it says fall. Corruption. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Abuse of technology, like I said, that's from, yeah. I bet you one of these cards says Atlantis on the back of them. High Middle Ages. Okay. Let's see. Fame or recognition. Age of Enlightenment is the time frame here. Polygamous or polyamorous. By the way, Atlantis is the time frame of Atlantis. There was no misogyny, or what is it, where it's like just a male and a female. Like they were all open sexually. Late Modern Age. Early Stone Age. Star-crossed love, which we have the star-crossed love card somewhere. Baltics or Central Europe. Physical or sexual abuse. What a man. Somebody's still spying on me in here, bro. Just come out and say it. Why are you trying to hide? Damn it. Yeah, location, lost civilization. Yeah. Mm. Underground civilization. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't found it yet. Pre-Earth, huh? The stars, and it says star-crossed love. Yeah, so you and this person have been in many lifetimes together. Between lives. Surprising. Not in here. Okay, anyway. Did that one, right? Yeah, pre-Earth. So there was one that said underground civilization, but there was one that said pre-Earth, and then what was the other one? Lost civilization right here. Location, lost civilization. Yeah. So your dad was a fisherman. That's why. Okay, that makes so much sense. Was it not just it was not just a freaking octopus? Was it half human, half octopus? Oh my gosh. Yes, it was half human and half octopus? No. Okay, which one is it? Was the octopus that brought him in under initiation, was it an octopus created by the scientist? No. Okay, so maybe the octopus told you about it. Did the octopus tell you about the experiments? No. Okay. When she was alive, when he was alive, was the experiments with the half animals, half humans already starting or going on to their knowledge? No. Okay. So this is not you weren't involved in that. Hey Ava, did you fall asleep? What? Oh, he's talking in his sleep. Okay. Monogamous. Yes, thank you. Um, so this was before they started blending the two animals and the humans together. Yeah, you became some type of leader. He became a leader, correct? Yes, you did. For sure. Like a huge ass, like whole god, pretty much. To them, you were like a god, yeah. Okay. Jesus. Okay. So your dad ended up getting lost at sea and never coming back from his ship. Like he just never came back. But I think you already knew that because your octopus guy told you that that was going to happen. And that's what was meant to be. It's like the octopus could tap into the Akashic records, just like we can. That's how we channel things. Oh my goodness. You have to tell me about it later if it helped you or whatever. Okay, so we know about, let me move these ones out of the way that we don't need. We don't need infertility, monastery. Okay, I have another question. Did he feel jealous of his mom and the other kids? Yes. Okay. Yeah, look. Theory, ideation, and process. You see how this mother has like a bunch of eggs? Yeah, but she only had you. You were her only child, right? But she took on the other kids, and it's like she put more interest into them because they had a really bad life and they didn't have parents and they had all this trauma, and so she put more energy into them. But you were like resentful of that because you're like, I am your child, I'm your born child. Like, why don't you love me as much as you love these kids that you've taken in? You know what I mean? And you were right for feeling that way. Yeah, look. See how she's just like, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, but you're just like, hey, I'm here too, you know? And this is what, okay, so I just heard, well, it says creative vision, artistic creation, and the creator. I just heard this is what gave you your ability to paint, okay, or to draw. Using this pain, you put it in your art, okay? You put it in your drawing or your painting. Was it painting that he did? Yes, it was painting. It was painting. And his dad got lost at sea? Yes, but did a monster take his dad? Sounds weird, but I'm like getting like the Kraken or some shit. Bro. I gotta stop thinking I'm just making shit up or that it's just crazy because every time I'm right, every time. Look, I not only did I get a yes, but look at the card that we have. It says consumption, exchange of energy and consumption. And just look. Look at that. Does that not look like a monster to you? What do you mean, Sydney? You didn't do anything. What are you talking about, Sydney? Look at that. A monster ate your dad, bro. That's so crazy. Off the boat. Like, and that's not even a hunter. A hunter doesn't gut the deer laying on the ground. Like, that's crazy as hell. Is it a Leviathan? I don't know. Bro. A monster got your dad. And the octopus told you that. But he said that you couldn't do anything about it. Well, again, this is before this time. This is not humanity that's alive now. This is an ancient, very, very, very advanced form of humanity that was before us. This was like the golden age, back when it was the golden age. We're in like the bronze age or something like that now. We're like silver age. There's only one Batman. Why do you say that? You saying that's Batman? Was it the Leviathan? Yes. We do? Why? Who's that? I've been feeling someone stalking me lately. And it says Batman. It says your name. Let's block them. Who are they? Captain's not a Batman. He's cool. I don't know who Ellen Splinger Endrich is. I don't know who Miranda Pollock is. I don't know who Mary Bevel is. Everybody else is good. And I don't know who E is either. The last. No, the mods didn't get it, or else we would have seen it. What do you mean the last Batman we had in here? Because really, there's only you. Yeah, but I want to block them. And it had Sasquatch on it, or it said Batman or something. Somebody's trying to make a fake account of you now? Oh. I know. I'm just saying. I didn't. Okay. I got it. Well, there was someone. I remember there was someone named Batman. Remember? Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, I got a yes to the Leviathan. I don't even know what the Leviathan is. All I know is it's a hungry, starving beast that eats stuff, I think. Steve Freeman, what's up? So let's see what happens with this. Okay. Was the person that was abused, was that his future lover? Yes. Okay, so watchfulness, supervision, vigilance. So there was a woman that you loved. Like there was a woman that you grew up with or that you always had an eye on. Okay, cool. Hold on, I'm skipping some stuff. So your dad gets eaten by the Leviathan. Okay, so then what happens? Somehow you go from that to fame and a leader and like a secret society. And oh, okay. Okay, hold on. You had a lot of money here. How did you get all this money? Okay, we don't need vegetarianism. We don't need innkeeper. Okay, we have corruption for fall of civilization. That's at the end. We have between lives. Did the octopus like show him a portal? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. The octopus gave you access to a portal. Vigilance, watchfulness, and supervision just came out again. Was it a grandma? Was what a grandma? What do you mean? Is that how, with the portal, is that how they went in between lives? Was the portal how Ariel's soul went in between lives? Yes. Business, salesmanship, and fabrication. So it's almost like you did it in order to become a leader. Did she do that in order to learn to become a leader? Yes. Oh my gosh. You were okay, they chose you. The woman that you looked up to? No, I'm talking about this is your lover. This is a woman that you loved. You were a man. You were a boy in this life. This was your lover. This is a star-crossed love. This is a true love. Like, this is somebody that you have been with, love, like in a relationship every time. Yeah. I mean, you did have like a grandma type thing. It was like a nanny that worked with you in the end, but we're past that now. We're past the fact that your dad getting ate by the Leviathan. When you were 6, you ran into this octopus. This octopus told you all of these past stories. They took you through a portal, and they also took you to this thing called like what do they call it? It was like it was like a TV screen, but that you could see everything on it. They would show you all kinds of lifetimes. Okay, Ellen. Who's Ellen? Like Ellen DeGeneres? Ellen? Was it a portal or was it this TV thing that pulled out any memory or any thing that's ever happened, has happened, or will happen? Was it the TV thing? Yes. Okay, so you didn't actually go anywhere. Okay, wow, and this was under the water? Okay, so no, I don't know who Ellen is. If y'all don't know them and they don't answer, block them. Okay, so Mary, Ellen, Sherry, Carrie Palmer, everybody, y'all need to comment something down so we know that you're a real person. If not, you're getting blocked. So you choose. Okay, so yeah. So what happened was it was like this screen. Was it under the water? Wow, two yeses, the tower and the nine of earth again. So that's how you watched, okay, under the water. A twist of fate at the mercy of a greater power. This all happened for you. Yeah, this is is that a whale tail? Oh, never mind. That's a bullhorn. Okay, I was about to say what? Okay, but this is like some weird freaking looking fish. So okay, so this thing that this octopus guy took you under the water. You were able to breathe. They had some type of technology. I'm telling you, this was an alien race of marine mammals or animals that were above y'all's time. And I'm talking about whales, dolphins, and octopus. They were a whole different beings, a type of beings like humans, but higher vibrational, higher like y'all spiritually elevated than we were. We were idiots compared to them, even in Atlantis times. Okay, so you can imagine how amazing they were now. Like we're really dumb now. So they took you under the water here, and that's how you kind of went in between lives. You were seeing things, and yeah, look, astral experiences. That means in the astral, right? But you were actually physically going underneath the water here. okay? And they were taking you to this place. And once you got under there, it was like an open room. Okay, this is so crazy. Gosh, it's a round table. It's a round table, and then like the whole room is like round, and it's like huge, 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 right? Well, the round table is here, and the wall on the outside, it looks see-through when you're looking in. It looks like glass when you're looking in. But when you're on the inside at the table and you're looking outside towards the wall, it looks see-through too until you turn the screen on. And then when the screen comes on, you can say, show me Atlantis 3-5 circa blah, 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 blah. And then it starts showing you a whole movie. And you can ask it whatever you want it to ask you. It's like a time portal movie thing. Like it's like, oh, I think Dolores Cannon had this thing in one of her books. Like the guy used it. The guy that rode the elevator in Dolores Cannon's books used this thing. I don't remember. It's been years since I read her books, but y'all look it up. Look up what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but it is like a screen. You ask it whatever you want to ask, and it shows you the whole entire thing. Like it'll put it into like condensed things if you want, so you don't have to take so long or whatever. But it shows you everything. So that's how you were able to know how you were supposed to start this secret society of knowledge and become a leader. Okay? And avert a technological disaster. Now, was he the one that had a money issue? No, I didn't think so. Somebody else tried to steal from him? Yeah, you were the Patreon. Yep. You were the Patreon. You were the one that was giving a gift to your charity. Was it to the kids that you grew up with? I think it was, yeah. Was it to the kids you grew up with? Yes, it was to the kids that you grew up with because you felt for them. Skill, ambition, and momentum. He's stopping an arrow from hitting him, but there's a Scorpio coming at him anyway. So it's like you were protecting these people just for them to freaking sting you, bro. You were protecting these children, and although you loved them because you grew up with them and you were sweet and like you guys were like brother and sisters, even though you were jealous of them because your mother gave them more attention, you still love them. Yeah, look. Aww. Abundance, prophecy, and accomplishment. You knew at a young age. These kids made fun of you because you were talking to a freaking octopus and shit, which I mean, I don't blame them because that's freaking weird, right? But not really for Atlanteans because back then they knew. Like they were in full communication with their ancestors, which were beings from other solar systems and planets, okay? But look, like you were like, these are my little buddies, and I'm gonna take care of them. They're like my little sheeps, right? Because they were idiots compared to you, right? And you were like, I'm gonna light the way for them. I'm gonna light my lantern. I'm gonna light the way for them, and I'm gonna help take care of these people, right? Even though they were mean to you, okay? You ended up with fame and recognition. I'm not exactly sure how you got there, but you got there. Was the girl one that he grew up with? Okay, yeah. Was one of the little peoples. Remember earlier I said, did the mom care about the other kids more? And look, this is the same card that came out with the little eggs. Remember I said that she's caring for all the eggs? And yeah, and look, this is you. Okay, here's the mom. She's caring for all these babies and doesn't give a crap about her own baby right here that's flying toward the freaking lava mountain. So it's like she gave up you and your safety and cared about you because she knew that you were great. She knew that you could fly and came down here and was always, oh, my baby's down here. You know what I'm saying? So she gave up, like, yeah, black hole with a whale on it, mind you. So, I want to know how you. Okay, so you were trying to you gifted them, right? And these kids were gambling, or yeah, they were gambling away your money. That's just all there is to it. They became corrupt. Was he the one that started the secret society? Yes, you created a secret society that would preserve. You knew the flood was coming, even though it was way past. You died after this. Like you were alive for like 300 years, but you knew it was going to happen like way after you were gone, right? So even though, oh, cool. Is that a wolf? Yeah, support, attraction, and companionship. You and the girl started it. I'm going to ask more questions about the girl. But you were carrying the string of knowledge with you. You were running with it to hide. You were hiding with it like you didn't want anybody else to get rid of it. You knew that this big thing was going to happen and that the earth was going to be reset, and you had to create a place that was safe, that was going to hide this knowledge to keep it for future generations. Has that knowledge been exposed yet? I don't think it has. No. Okay, so you don't know this, Ariel, but everyone else in here that watches these knows this. I have been, every single reading that I have been doing, not every single one, the majority of the past life readings I've been doing have been talking about finding these sacred knowledges that have been hidden from the people I've been channeling. Like probably like what, 6 of them now have been humongous, like big ass freaking things that are about to get exposed. Just like, you know how the Black Sea Scrolls were found. This was another aspect of these readings I've been doing. The Black Sea Scrolls. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, one of the cards is about a cane. That's what the, yeah, that's in this deck. So, I'm not sure. I think you hit it under the water. And you know what's crazy is Chris, which is Cindy's boyfriend. It's that one with the weird name. Hey girl. His past life was one of them, and his was under the water too. So I think yours is under the water as well. What was this knowledge hidden under the water? I got 3 yeses. Bro, yes, it was under the water. Like, I feel like you barely... Were you Poseidon? Shut the front door. The 10 of water. Bro, a twist of fate at the mercy of greater power. This under the water, like... What? Is this related to Poseidon? No. Okay. I got 2 no's. Okay. So, anyway. Yeah, there was some type of underground city. Did he create this secret society under the water? Was this secret society created under the water? Yes. Creator, creative vision, artistic creation, the creator. You were artistic in this way, okay? You created a whole freaking city down there, like a beautiful city down there, and that's what you were... So did he have other people that lived down there? No. Okay. But he was some form of a leader up top, right? On the land? No. Was he a ruler underneath? Yes. Well, how are you a ruler if you don't have people under there? Maybe at first. At first there was no people. Yeah, at first there was no people. Okay. So this technology that you had in order to look past the lifetimes, like go back and forth between all of the knowledge that has ever happened, is happening, or will happen in the Akashic records, okay? This is what everybody taps into. Maybe, oh yeah, true. This is what everybody taps into when they are channeling, when they are getting information, psychic information, mediumship. It's all coming from the Akashic records, okay? This is also what AI taps into as well, okay? So, this is where this TV thing comes from. That's how it has all this knowledge. Contagious illness. Did a contagious illness? What? I can't make this shit up, y'all. I literally can't. That shit says mermaid. Oceanic, serenade, tail, and allure. I can't make it up. That's why I asked about Poseidon, because is it like a, are you ruler of a mermaids? Like, what is going on here? But the mermaids of Atlantis, they couldn't have children. None of these things could reproduce because they were not created in a through creators, the way that creation works. They were just they were not created. They were made. Okay, they can't reproduce. You can't reproduce that. How many more? Angel, divine wings, protection, blessed, and heavenly. You were chosen for this. You were picked to save. Yeah, the feud. You were chosen for this conflict, grudge, hostility, rivalry. You were chosen to get this knowledge that was beyond your time in order for you guys to elevate to a higher standard and not be doing the effed up crap that was happening. And oh my god, that's crazy. That's so crazy. No way. Okay, guys, listen. Wow. So I've always been in a dilemma, right? Because I always knew that the Atlanteans were wiped out completely. Even though I knew that there was a group of priests or a group of really good people that spirit or the universe told them, hey, this flood is coming. Was he one of the priests that got told about the flood coming? This is fucking insane, bro. This is so insane right now. Oh my god. Yeah, you were the one. You were one. Okay, so I always knew that there was a set of priests that did try to warn everybody, hey, this is going to be happening. No one listened to you. They thought y'all was crazy, whatever. So you were like, okay, well, I have to find a way to save our knowledge, right? Save this knowledge because the flood was coming. I just said that. But what's weird about it is I knew that there was always priests that were knew in advance and they did something to be able to come out later. But I also knew that every single being was wiped off the earth, the top of the earth, right? That doesn't mean that there wasn't any Atlanteans that were under the ocean that knew the flood was coming. You were under the ocean. You were good. Okay. So whatever happened, you knew, like, you had a whole civilization of beings under the ocean by the time the flood came. And you held all the knowledge that you needed without the corruption that got all of the knowledge of Atlantean times. You held all of that knowledge in there without the corruption part. So another thing that always confused me is I do know that the Atlanteans ended up in Egypt and they ended up in Mesopotamia. This is how these structures, all these same type of structures that were built not by slaves, okay, by not magic either, it's science. Changing the modality of things, like using sound vibrations and frequencies to change the molecular structure of the brick and made it into like clay, like molding clay. And that's how it's precisionally perfect, as well as how it has not even a hair can fit in between the bricks of the Egyptian pyramids, right? And that also explains why there is these same type of things all over the entire world on different continents when we supposedly couldn't use a ship to get back and forth, right? Made the tunnels. Yeah, or they could have been there before them, actually. Could have been, maybe, yeah. So I think what happened is they gave it like a couple hundred years down there before they decided to come up, and they would come. Yeah, that's probably how they got to the tunnels. Must have got. Yeah, they probably did. I'll ask. To come up in all different places. Yeah, probably did. Wow, it's connecting to last night's past life. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. I love that. Thank you so much for coming back to tell me. That means everything to me. Thank you. Congratulations. I love it when people do that. People do that, all right? If y'all get something like that and I tell you something and it comes to be true, come back and tell me, please, because that is awesome. I love to hear it. So, Yeah, where was I? So you guys stayed under the water with this knowledge and then came up and started the civilizations. But something did happen because when the not the Anunnakis came, there wasn't any beings here. So it was a long time period in between when Atlantis fell. I think that like maybe were the pyramids and like I just said, all created from Atlanteans that were left over in the water. No, okay. Was it built from the Anunnaki? Yes, okay, never mind. Okay, so did the Atlanteans come up after the Anunnaki had built the pyramids? Yes and no. Okay, give me one answer. Did the Atlanteans join society after the Anunnaki built the pyramids and all these big temples? Yes. Yes and no? Or during? Did they come up during? Did they join into society either during or while or after the pyramids were being built? Yes. Okay. So yeah, they didn't start it. So what happened was maybe they knew that they were coming and they were like, okay, it's okay to come back out now or something like that. But I do know that Atlantean beings ended up becoming the priestesses and stuff and all these bigger things. And so it does make sense because the Anunnaki did have the same technology to be able to build these pyramids. Everybody did, besides us. That's why we're like, oh, a bunch of slaves carried these bricks that are 35 tons that our biggest heavy equipment can't even lift up because we're freaking idiots. So, grave robber, archaeology, adventure, and artifacts, excavation, tyrant, oppressive, and centralized. Centralized control. Okay, so long story short, I want to find the girl. Was the girl underneath the water with you? Is the girl the reason why you decided to go under the water anyway? Were you waiting for the girl to... Were you keeping yourself from going under the water because of the girl? Yes. Okay. So, solitary journey, pursuit of wisdom, the quest. Yeah. So the reason why you ended up doing this. So you fell in love with this girl. Was the girl one of the ones that he grew up with in the house? No. Was it somebody from the village or the town? Was the girl a princess of the leader of the town and stuff? Yes. Okay. So you had a leader of